talk about the challenges of this movie, which is more difficult, trying to go to LA and, exploring the gambling dens there and
Yeah, yeah. I lived there, so I gave me a great opportunity in the early days of pre-production just to explore the different parts of Los Angeles and specifically the more kind of underground Koreatown illegal gambling dens, which are really hard to get into. So I had to kind of take other people's first-hand information. But there's also a lot of the more high-stakes gambling, poker gambling specifically, that goes mostly up in the Hollywood Hills in private houses. So that was interesting, being able to get into those places and just see how people interact with each other, see the kind of the amounts of money that are being staked, and it's kind of crazy how big it is.
And how was it working with Mark as an actor and as a producer?
Good, yeah. I mean, he came to me with the script. This was something he was really passionate about. He's a very sharp guy. He's very intuitive. He has really good instincts, and he's incredibly professional. And by that I mean he's very hardworking. He loves to do the work and the prep. So when he shows up on set, he knows his lines, and he's an actor who believes in, compartmentalizing the filmmaking process, which is important. So he gave me exactly what I needed as a filmmaker to really, take control of the film and make it my own. So he was very supportive in that way. So yeah, he's an actor, first and foremost, less of a movie star, more of an actor in my book.
Mm-hmm. What made you do this remake? Did you talk to James Caan? Or?
No, I didn't. What made me do it was the script, which is radically different from the original, because the original is about addiction, amongst other things, but it's a study of addiction specifically, and it's much more autobiographical, based on aspects of James Tovac's life. So I didn't really want to go near that, because that's his story, and it would have been doing a disservice to him and me as a filmmaker if I'd been focused on that. So I saw Bill Monahan's writing and saw that it was very different, and he'd sort of taken the notion of what does it mean to be a gambler, and then run with it.
Mm-hmm. And are you a gambler yourself?
Less in the casino sense, I guess. I'm not. I love it. I mean, I'm somebody that, like everybody, I guess, there is that sense of anticipation, and that kind of, you walk into those spaces and it is that win or lose mentality that I think we all get a kick out of. But I'm more interested in how that relates to our lives, especially in modern America or the Western society, of this sort of dog-eat-dog, win-lose culture that we find ourselves in, where there's very little room for error. You either have to make it or you're a failure, and I think there's something interesting to be sort of explored there, because historically and in other cultures that's less the case, and I think there's a danger of losing a sense of who we are if we're constantly chasing the dollar or the material dream rather than the spiritual one.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.